Okay. What I'm going to be speaking on today is, digital transformation through SaaS. And in summary, as unlocking the new pathways for African businesses here. So first off, if you know Zoho really, right, you'll know that first and foremost, we are locally priced. We are a multinational company, but then we are locally, we are immersed into the system. So, because that actually aligns with one of our core values. So who are we? We are business software. We are privately owned, but then with a public vision. So Zoho is bootstrapped. There is no angel investors anywhere. We are, we are, a sole proprietor of our business. And also, we are in the space of tech now. So a lot of concerns that could come up with people could be, how secure is, if I decide to, bring my business to your platform, how secure is it? So security is at the core of our business. So privacy is one of our, frontier that actually drives us. Which is why we are also committed to, helping business, scale up and also improve, in their, also grow, because the essence of, starting a business is to grow, to make profit. Okay, who we are, we actually have presence in over 150 countries. We've been in business for the past, this year, November of this year will make it 28 years that we've been in business. And over 27 years plus, we've been able to create platforms, over 60 applications. Applications that can help scale up your business, application that cuts across sales, marketing, human resource, finance, productivity and collaboration. Just think of any application that any business would need to scale up. Be it a small scale business, a large or mid-size, think of any kind of business, right? We have that tool for you. Also, so this is the reason why we also then partner with this startup economy, which is Startup South. Okay, so Startup South is the first startup hub that Zoho has in Nigeria. So kudos to Uche for that. And so that means that, we are here to actually empower African businesses, which is why we partnered with, good, tech hubs or startup communities, where Startup South is the first one in the South region and also in the first in Nigeria. And why we did that is to empower, businesses. We know the first concerns that could come up with, small business could be, how much, we know technology is expensive. Really, in the long run, it's not expensive. Starting up, it might be expensive, but if you think of the long-term goal, it is not expensive. Which is why, so for startups that are under Startup South 9, Zoho has given them some sort of wallet credit to be able to. So with that wallet credit, you can utilize any of our application. So all you need to do is to come to our booth and you scan the QR code, and there'll be a brief instruction to just follow and to then show that you're registered under Startup South in Port Harcourt. Once you do that, we'll credit you with about 500,000 naira to start. And then once you grow, you can always scale as your business grows. Okay. The next is, so first is, what about our core values? So yesterday I was asked this question by the media team. How has Zoho been able to, stay in business, especially in these trying times, right? Which is first is, our core value is, we are locally, rooted. Yes, Zoho is a multinational company, but then in every space, because of we have this transnational localism, way we do our business. So that means that anywhere we go to, we find a way to be locally rooted to that system, and that's how we've been able to to grow over the years. All right, so like I said, our core values is we are locally rooted and we are also globally connected. So if that means from anywhere you are, you can access the application anywhere you are. And also, while we created this application, we created it based on our shared cultural values. If you know Zoho very well, yeah, Zoho is an Indian multinational. And one thing about the Indians is that they believe in traditions, because really that is what really shapes us, which is how we are culturally bounded. Next slide, please. Just next slide, because of time. All right, so what is Zoho's approach, right? We are, like I said, we are bootstrapped, so we are not acquired. We build it from scratch. And then the next is how do we still stay in business, which is why we always plow back every money that we got, right? So the first 10 years of our business, we were not thinking about, really, making profits and, spending so much. We're invested in, reinvesting our money to create more product, and also, refine existing product based on feedbacks gotten. Next slide, please. Like I said, so we are in business to run with it and not to run away from it. And let me explain what that means. Next slide, please. All right, so why choose Zoho? Of course, we provide the most comprehensive application. So we have, like I said, we have over 60 applications stemming from, sales to marketing. Just you can see us as an operating system, right? So that means you need all these applications to scale as a business. But we didn't make it a force such that you have to use all the tools, which is why we then created different applications and giving you the options to either go with the individual applications or go with a suite. We are unified suites, right? Like I said initially, privacy is at the core of our business, so which is why we do not joke with that. And also that's also part of our business values. And why do you have to come? Why come to Zoho? So these applications are ready to use. However, we know that each business has its own its policies and its process, right? Which is why we made it such a way that you can actually just customize it, reconfigure it to speak to your need. However, we made that very fast, which is why implementation would not take, more than, we've already done the implementation, right? About 50%, and just letting you do the remaining 50% to speak to your business directly. Next slide, please. Next slide. All right. So now, this is the main thing here. So how have we helped businesses, transform digitally? Next slide, please. All right, so this is just a snippet of some of our applications here, right? So we've designed applications. So these are the individual applications. You can see Zoho Desk and Zoho Sign. So there are a couple of them. I could just explain just a brief one. So Zoho Desk, I believe we have the business owners here, right? So the main, first off, I feel like the main strategies for business growth, the first focus should be on customer experience, right? Which is because customer experience is very important. How somebody goes to your website, right? How the user experience is on your website determines if they will continue or not, right? Because people coming to your websites could also be potential customers, not just existing customers. Which is why with Zoho Desk, you can manage, Zoho Desk is more like a ticketing platform. So with Zoho Desk, I believe you have the various channels through which customers reach out to you, right? Maybe for complaints or for any inquiries. So with Zoho Desk, you can connect to virtually all social channels, be it Instagram, Facebook, emails, telephone. Just think of any channels that you use to engage your customers. With Zoho Desk, you can connect all those channels to Zoho Desk and respond to your customers just from one platform, making that seamless. Also, we have Zoho Sign. So Zoho Sign is our own digital signature, just like Adobe Sign, right? So you can use Zoho Sign to sign off contracts digitally. And then we have Zoho Expense. So Zoho Expense is our own robust expense management tool. I believe that from time to time, people will go for maybe people might go for, business trips, and while on the trip, they might need to, raise certain trip requests, or maybe while on the trip, they might incur certain expenditures, right? So with Zoho Expense, you can manage your organization-wide, expense. Also, we have Zoho Invoice. Also, one of the main element in business is, like I said, making profits. Before an angel investor might want to invest in your business, right? They might also need to know, okay, they might want to check your books to know how much you've made over a certain period of time, which is why we made Zoho Invoice very free. We made it free for every customers in Nigeria to just help create invoices. Just at least have a record somewhere, have a record somewhere to manage your invoices issued to customers. Also, we have Zoho Sprint. Zoho Sprint we are in an agile world right now, right? Zoho Sprint is our own project management tool, right? So if you follow the agile methodology of project management, you could use Zoho Sprint, and a whole lot more here. So all of these are individual applications that we have. Like I said, we have over 60 of them. So we built individual applications. So next slide. And these applications are all connected to each other because they are built on same infrastructure. So because of that, we then understood that certain businesses might need a couple of applications to work seamlessly. For example, we have let me take CRM Plus for example. So CRM Plus is like a CX tool that brings sales, marketing, and customer support in one platform. These three business units, they all work hand in hand. So instead of such organizations who come with them such kind of requirements, instead of them subscribing to each individual applications, they would rather go with that suite, which is CRM Plus. And there are other suites that we have here. So we bundled up those applications to make a suite. So that means we then give you the options to either go with an individual application or go with a suite that speaks to your requirements. And this suite, they all have a central admin, right? So, because concerns could be, there are a lot of applications here. How do I, assign it to individual users? How do I control it? How do I restrict certain permissions? Which is why there is one admin panel. So with just one admin panel, you can administrate the whole, application. Next slide, please. All right, so I've shown you the suite, right? And then we then have what they call the mother of them, which is called Zoho One. And a business might want to run the entire business structure on one infrastructure, which is why we then created Zoho One. So with Zoho One, you can have access to over 45 applications. So 45 applications, in terms of HR, you can see for sales, you can see all the applications we have for sales, for marketing, for email and collaboration, project management, BI, finance, and the rest of it, right? So all of these all come in one bundle and access through one admin panel. Next slide, please. And like I said, all of these are created in one stack. So one stack means same operating system, same hardware, same infrastructure, all in one place. So that means this application can all speak to each other and not work in silos. Next slide, please. So much. Next slide. All right. So I then, wanted to break down how each application, works to each, how it affects each businesses, right? So, which is why we created applications. The theme for this is, to help. How can businesses, digitally transform it, right? Their business with SaaS companies. So with SaaS, with Zoho, you can actually, transform your business in terms of customers, right? So we have this set of tools to help manage those units, right? In terms of marketing, sales, support, we have those tools, right, to help serve that. In terms of how do you run your operations, right? We have the Zoho People, which is the HR tool, and then we have other operations too, right? In terms of finance and the rest of it. So with all of these tools, you can help. That with SaaS, with technology, your business can actually grow. And And not just growing, it makes your business more, you get more revenue, and then your team becomes more productive. Because instead of people having to do, repetitive tasks or mundane tasks, the system just helps, clear that through automation, right? So we have certain features, a lot of features, right, that caters for automation across all applications. Next slide, please. Like I said, the next thing is like I said, they're all built in one infrastructure, right? So that means all applications are, uniquely integrated to each other so that they do not work in silos. Take for instance, you have a team, let's say the sales team, right? And then the sales team, they're working on something, and then other people in the department, they need visibility to that, right? But then with the essence of our BI tool, right, that actually helps connect all of these applications so that, every other team have visibility to what the sales team are seeing, right? Which is why we have the unified analytics to actually bring every applications together, just so that, people do not work in silos, they all work collaboratively. Just like TD said, collaboration is very important to scale up business. Next slide, please. Like I said, our applications are flexibly priced. They're also flexible in the sense that, we know that businesses could say, please, I don't have so much money to invest in this in a long term, which is why we've broken it down to so businesses could subscribe, on a monthly basis. They could subscribe on a quarterly basis or on a yearly basis, which is why that flexibility has actually helped startups grow. Next slide should be all. So this just gives us how applications are built. Either you can, how we offer you the opportunity to either choose, go with the bundle or individual applications or a suite of applications. I guess that should be all. Next slide. Next slide, I guess. All right, here. So we didn't just create each application. So we then have our own artificial intelligence, so-called ZIA. So with ZIA, we know we are in the realm of AI right now. So we know we wanted with ZIA you can actually infuse AI into all your businesses. So what ZIA does is that ZIA is in all of our applications, and what it does, it just helps businesses, right, make intelligent decisions. Also, it also helps create more Nobody knew that the price of fuel was going to increase in the last 9 months, sporadically. But with ZIA can just help with the predictive analysis we have embedded in ZIA. ZIA can actually help you forecast, right? So which is why we didn't just want to work alone. We also had to infuse ZIA, and also we are also infusing an open AI into applications very soon. Next slide, please. Like I said, ZIA helps you do a lot of things, helps answer questions, helps make quick searches, and a whole lot more. So with SaaS company, I believe that every business would thrive with it. Also with Zoho, every business, every startup owners here will thrive with it. So which is why at every opportunity I have, right, I always try to for lack of a better word, sell Zoho, right? So please, African businesses here, startup founders here, please utilize what we have already packaged with the Zoho for Startup program, right? Please use that by just coming to our booth out there, scan the QR code, and get this wallet credit to help scale up your business. I hope this helps. Thank you so much.